But number 4, we've got Shopify, the Rebellion on one side, the Cats on the other. It's time to play some Rocket League. 9 Lives versus Shopify to kick things off here on Saturday.
Slightly clear. However, Rebellion's playstyle hasn't really quite been aggressive, and it's not going to be still. Hoxer is still going to score on this SR squad.
And the Reynolds versus, like, it's a trade. Reynolds just a big miss here. Hoxer, though, does a great job to guard that ball. A lot of demos, but also for 9 Lives. They had Kofer, #1 in demos per game. Right here's the chance. Zanil goes low and gets the goal on the 50-50. Great job for him to replace Kofer, who was the leading scorer on 9 Lives. And Zanil's like, I can do it too. Great challenge there. Parth just could not get the rebound.
And sent off by Zanil. Reddle's going to catch it. He tries to catch out Parth. But like I said, 9 Lives knows what to expect. Chicago saw it, caught it, and shot it. And 9 Lives go 3-0.
Yeah, these infield passes just a little bit too soft, and you expect the team up 2-0 to have members back, waiting on the goal line to pounce on an intercept for one of these plays. That goal was basically a freebie because we saw Rebellion. They're just trying to get back into that game. They were down 2, and they are now down 4 because of Kago there. So at this point, this game's a wash. They're going to try some kickoff strats. It didn't work. Kago just goes over the top and puts one home. So it looks like 9 Lives are commanding.
Game 1 victory, really just kind of putting their foot down too and showing Rebellion like, hey, you guys are going to try the demo plays on us, we're going to try them on you, but do them successfully. Yeah. And unfortunately for them, Rebellion is still in that growing pain phase. And for 9 Lives, well, it just wasn't as bad.
So I can just see like these two teams. Both teams are trying to prove things, right? Public perception based on this roster mania is both teams got worse, right? So throughout game 1, the 50-50 game was all theirs, right? They would hit like every midfield pass or block right here. Great infield to Chicago is Zanil being on the offense a lot so far, taking those shoes off from Kofer and showing up. Great infield pass there. Chicago again, bottom right corner.
Shot on target, but sent off by Hoxer. Not going to stop here though. Reynolds, one more center to Parth on 2 seconds. The dream stays alive. Rebellion are going to attempt to force the overtime.
Rebellion threw 4+ minutes, had 1 shot, then they just threw 3 off back based on that first 4 minutes of play. Now can they keep that momentum going and take game 2?
Off the kickoff.
Good bump by Hoxer.
Crazy shot. The bump comes out. Zanil has the freest open, and 9 Lives take it in 6.
Oh, Parth just did a half flip back to try and reposition, but once he's in the air like that, Hoxer does not need boost to find him on the field because he's flat-footed. He has no momentum whatsoever.
Because they're going to have very few opportunities to stay in that 9 Lives half and shoot. And there's another catch out.
And there it is again, that midfield. They're just intercepting passes left and right. Here, this time it's just off a challenge. Reynolds just makes a bad read. He's 3rd man back. So easy goals. The deal.
Drive towards that ball. Chicago and Hoxer are like, absolutely not. The shot dings off and bounces in. Reynolds. Finally, the wake-up call. We've seen him take a handful of shots already. There's another pass and play from them, although this time, finally. But he does recover smoothly. Hoxer's taking a shot. Far down, out. Far down, out. Zanil sends it in. The roster move that is proving that 9 Lives have made the right choice.
It's so incredibly hard when you're backwards on your wall trying to make a good, clean touch, and Reynolds just throws it mid. Hoxer does a great job to just throw it off the crossbar twice. He probably wanted one of those to go in, but it kept it available for 9 Lives to score it.
You guys have been here for way too long, and there he goes again. Another touch to the backboard. Instead, no, it's a floater. You thought, is he going for the demo play? Is he going for the double tap? No, 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 no. Hoxer's aura is enough that nobody can touch him or the ball.
He got bumped by Parth as well there. He's to keep this game only down 1. Now Reynolds has an opportunity, going to go for the bump plays as well. Gets the pass out to Parth, who does finish, and this is what we need from Rebellion. You have limited opportunities on offense. You got to make them count. 2P's getting involved on the bumps. You don't expect to see that often. Well done from him, and Parth shoots. Right now, they're doing well. 9 shots to 3 for Rebellion, so it's definitely a turn from the first few games, and we get the flip reset out by 2P, and that's why you throw it on net a lot. drain some boost. We see the boost grab there, but Parth gets the bump. So Two-Piece has a wide open flip reset, and he does the job. One happened for a little bit. The bump, Zanil catches, going up, gonna look for some bump plays. Two-Piece with the hustle back. Hoxer throws it too wide. Chicago cannot reach it on 0 boost, and Rebellion, when he had space there, he had tons of space and just threw it upfield when he could have gave it to his teammate Reynolds. And this time he goes for the challenge high in Chicago. Reads it well and goes low just under his car.
Oh man, I mean, low boost. I mean, you're expecting maybe a tiny pop-up. It's just a...
Because of it, so we'll go back the other way. Zanil to Chicago, back to Zanil, and that's a free net. The third man gets fooled by the first challenge. And 9 lives capitalized yet again. Reynolds tries to make the play. Two-Piece is moving up, expecting a better challenge, but Two-Piece has 0 boost.
He's wide, and Rebellion's hope goes away. 9 lives, 4-1 win over the new Rebellion squad. I mean, they looked great, Gibbs. It was the showing that most people wanted from 9 lives. They did it, and it's a GG's all the way around.
The 9 lives, they look exactly like we saw in Split 1.
Ultimates in Deleted Gaming. One of these teams moving forward in the bracket. They'll get to play the loser of Gen.G versus NRG, but that's tomorrow, folks. Gotta stay alive right now. Deleted versus the Ultimate here on the Rocket League Championship Series.
The day before falling and then beating Pirates on a boat. Now it's Chronic. Oh, tough angle from above the crossbar. He'll drop it in, and it is the Ultimates that strike first.
I'm sorry, Deleted. No chance for you in this game. What a touch from LJ to give Chronic a chance at a shot there. Against the Ultimates, you won't find yourself with possession for very long. And you lost it there. Chronic will put another one in. And you get killed on the counterattack. First killer has Gyro frozen, forces Wavy to take the 50. Not an easy angle for him to do it, with first killer bearing down on the ball with momentum, making it easy.
And he's not able to stay with the play. Chronic looking for first killer, comes from the ceiling! Are you serious?
Oh, I think it's WrestleMania in Rocket League today. Off the top rope from the opposite side. Wavy had no clue, bro. Wavy got flashed.
Full effort. First killer has that one go by him, waiting at midfield. Kick out towards LJ, and he adds another right between the eyes. And there's still 2 minutes to go in this beating.
It's game 1. Ultimates. Oh, Wavy, how did you not see LJ? Surely.
Bro has that one taken away. LJ has first killer forward, line up a double, and he scores!
Freestyle at first killer. It's free play. At the start of the playoffs, look at him leave the wall. LJ's just got to serve it up to him, man. At first killer, he's going to eat it all up. A lot of work just to wrench the ball away from an LJ or a first killer in any scenario. That's where someone like Wavy has to be that guy, a guy who loves to play with the mechanics, loves to be on ball and carry it through the air. He's got a good aerial game. So there is, there's talent on this roster that can possess this ball, that can create plays with their mechanics as a unit. It is always going to be a difficult bout when you're up against this Ultimate squad. But they got tools. Just got to find ways to get consistent.
Oh, more often than not, first killer leads his team in scoring when the series is wrapped up, but nobody's home here. And Gyro will score at long last. The first goal for Deleted in the series, as everything just fell apart for the Ultimate.
I'm not sure what LJ was seeing there. He had no boost coming
forward with LJ feeding him. First killer in behind. Got around Wavy, and the shot is through.
That's got to be so frustrating for Wavy, as this one just kept going through. They get through off the corner. Gyro gets deleted by LJ. Gyro wasn't even looking at LJ. Gyro was deleted, but you take each step as you get it. As Chronic gets another clear downfield.
Great pass from first killer. Everybody geared up for the shot, and he just feathers it over to LJ.
Oh, such a great touch from first killer. Not too fast, so LJ coming around. He flips off the ball instead. Wavy couldn't get a clean enough touch. First killer comes down with the ball. Ultimates come down with the game 2 victory.
First killer checking one attacker into his own back wall. That's loaded out of the way back. And as a result, nobody else could make up for it. And Chronic scores.
We get caught together. watching on the midfield boost. Teammates
To the final minute. Ultimates will look to double their lead, courtesy of first killer. That goes off the post. LJ under the bar, and it's 2-0.
Great save from LJ to start for sure, but first killer gets this carry. Make sure that the ball gets into a playable spot. You see him make his car too big to beat to the right side. It's exactly what you see from teams like NRG, where they don't take anything from you. They just let you give it. They just let you give it. And first killer, he's giving a whole lot right now. He's had one heck of a series.
Remember last year around this time when we saw, like K-Corp from the Ultimates now as well. They have joined that level of the Pantheon in North America, and dare I say the world, as time hits 0, and Ultimates are 1 win away from it.
Your teammates, and it's just difficult because one player's trying to go get boost and play the ball at the same time. Nobody's in position and ready, so you're constantly playing from your back foot. And if you've ever boxed in your life, constantly being on your back foot is not fun, and you're gonna get knocked out.
Chronic adding his Chronic right up the respawn. LJ, can he get down for this? He sure can, and he'll bounce it home.
Oh, why is first killer getting so many assists? Hello, LJ. Off the ceiling, off the backboard, with the reset that LJ gets off the ceiling.
Might be a statement of just how good the new Space Station Gaming is. The deleted net. Now, the last time it touched an Ultimates player had to be right here. Yeah, it was.
Oh, no. That started with a team bump, too. I don't think there's any way to drain it for deleted. Dominant performance through and through. And at this point, I don't know what else to talk about. Yeah.
This has been, again, you're looking for signs of weakness if you're the underdog, right? Like
you said, with how dominant they look in this game, makes you a little more excited to watch this new Space Station team as well. The top of North America shaping up to be a really fun one to watch.
Well, we will see that team very shortly. Minute 8 left here.
Embarrass everybody in Birmingham. No doubt they want another crack at it. And first killer, Chronic, and LJ, it's just another step on the ladder on the journey to Raleigh. They're looking great so far at the start of the day.
11, 13, 16 to 1. Will they be afforded a 7th? First killer in the way, spikes it down, and the Ultimates sweep their way into Championship Sunday.
I can't really derive anything from that match and say, like, this is the reason.
Well, as in the chat, but it is not going to be as one-sided as that result might make it seem here, folks. Space Station on one side, Complexity on the other. Let's play some Rocket League.
Percentage in North America, and also pretty high up on that list when it comes to shots per game. So he's an integral part of the offense, and that just helps Scribbles and company do that much more as they pick up the first goal.
I mean, it's just high shooting percentages all the way around for this team, right? The fact that the ball even got into that half so quickly, great shout behind him to try and follow, but Scribs the one to go up next. It was the lurk down and the patience from Kofer that gives SSG their second goal.
Scribbles does a great job. Look at him get the reset and fly past that first defender, and then the drop down.
Minute 23 on the clock, though. Reveal just trying to deadball this one. Everybody from Complexity has thrown themselves at this ball and finally will force themselves through Frosty to put Complexity out onto the board.
You know, we mentioned the stats of Space Station and Kofer, what he's bringing to this team. But Frosty also nears the top in.
Taking his time, 4 seconds on the clock here in the air. Pass over to CRR, enough to work with towards the backboard. Can he sneak it in? We'll see. Frosty up, takes his time, has the flick, doesn't get to use it. Reveal will kill it, and Space Station will win 2-1.
Very good look from Scribbles and Space Station here early on. Scribbles helps get those 2 early goals, and then what you didn't see and what plagues Space.
Plan that turns out successful, but for now, Space Station continue to stay on defense. Shot opportunity goes in. You saw the pass the second It was caught in the air there by CRR. He had all the time to work with once he got around and reset. Crazy power to make that. The bleeding, but are you actually healing your wound? And right now the answer is no. Go for low boost, sends us down, maybe. And yes, the answer is yes. It's not a maybe. PlayStation have tied up the game. 34 seconds into this.
Yeah, Kofor got vertical. He started, that ball didn't have a lot of height.
One up. Kofor's gonna try, but CRR has the time and the space. Dribbles is up next. No, he's gonna get past one. Reveal's gonna send it out. Diaz sees the opportunity, and it's in.
This all started with Frosty off this replay, right before it. Frosty runs right past the entire space station rotation, steals the boost and the ball, drops the ball off to a fully boosted CRR.
Here does get a small angle. We've seen him try to do it twice. He just hasn't quite made connect on it. But I see the vision. Unfortunately for you, Diaz's vision is 20/20, and he was lasering that in from midfield.
This one breaks through. Reveal. He sees Diaz about to get bumped, and Diaz does get chipped a little bit. That Bates...
High and low ground are both covered, and someone's out. A complexity player is already there, ready to go take that ball, transition out, and of course, it's gonna be Frosty to be the one to do that play. The drop down, the catch, and his time, there's no stopping him. He looks so comfortable.
Team, they really don't look like they've lost much of a step after the Bulls exit and take the lead in the series.
Nope, it was definitely the right roster move. And of course, yes, it was unintentional, but you couldn't have found somebody kind of here and there touches. Yes, the ball is in the blue half, but nobody's taking a real shot.
Uh-oh.
This is the better one.
This one works out. As Scribble's getting another goal for Space Station. CRR has to avoid a bump. That makes his approach to the ball not great. And Scribbles uses... Look where you're going, buddy. Maybe Diaz was like, take it. I want the boost so you can take the ball. Maybe that's what the comms were, but whoa, CRR! Was there even a single orange player in his path? This one gets through. He lets it bounce, takes it to the backboard. He just slips through the entire team. Reveal's got no boost. One player.
And you know whoever takes this one is going to be on a high. Frosty down to CRR, back over to Frosty. The crossbar pinball around. Complexity gets her match point.
A little slip, a little slap. And no problem for Complexity on the give and go at the top of the box. Diaz avoids the demos. Their space station trying to get dirty in the trenches, and they get burned completely. Diaz sending it up. No bumps, no problem here for Complexity.
If you think that that shot started from the midline, you are mistaken. It started with Scribble. Similar play style to what they had with Raise Bull, and that is once you get that lead, you become one of the nastiest teams defensively. Also, can we just talk about why this goal felt like it was truly in slow motion?
It's because CRR wave dash hit the brakes and didn't go. If my series score is correct, but really it doesn't change my point at all, Hercules. As this one goes in, and it is multiple goals, and it's a beatdown in Game 5 here for Complexity.
3-1 Ultimates, 3-0 now on SSG. All right, it's tomato kind of thing right now. 26 seconds, one that kind of had a lot of people like, can you live up to the standards of Raise Bull? And the answer is yes. Frosty has slotted in beautifully. Complexity Gaming get their first win on Champs Sunday.
Gets to advance straight to the semifinals. Loser has a date with Complexity tomorrow morning, folks. Gen.G, Mobile One Racing versus NRG to close out Saturday.
Not a lot in the tank collectively for Gen.G. They are hanging on by a thread. That's down in the middle. Here goes Daniel, and he scores.
This is a great fake. I believe it was Atomic. He could have tried for like a weak shot to the top corner, but Daniel calls him off, so he just drives on through. It didn't matter because there was also a demo, a full three-man team.
He's going to try to center again, and Atomic will have that one away, but that one's a free ball for Cheese, and he puts it out of Beast Mode's reach.
Big play here to tie this game up. This is what Energy runs, right? They go up 1-0, they turtle, just a poor touch by Atomic, and a great shot with Beast Mode on.
Not seeing a lot of loose rebounds end up in scoring positions. That's going to want to fall down, and Magic Bear will do just that. He scores and ends game 1.
And this is Atomic. He is the third man. Cheese just destroys him on that challenge. Daniel only had 12 in the tank, and Beast Mode was still rotating back. Ball spills out to the middle, and Gen.G with that huge challenge by Cheese.
And you have to kind of keep everybody guessing. Cheese, backboard for Justin, just floats it home. Another brilliant play out of Gen.G has them in front.
Magic Bear, he's up so early for that. Daniel can't do anything, because Magic Bear will bump him out. Cheese follows up. He doesn't have boost, though, so he kind of...
GENG, they had the first goal of the series. It was Daniel, his first goal of the weekend, and nothing else. Oh, Magic Bear! What is this?
All you can do is sit back and watch. What a goal. Turns around the ball. Flippery.
Atomic. There's nothing else forward, though, for NRG. Atomic will try to create here, and he does! Wow. Oh, my! Just a seeing eye bouncer that goes top left.
I should have seen this again. Zero boost, the flip. That's his only angle. Justin is facing the wrong direction.
Down to 30. Beast Mode can't follow this play, but Daniel can, and he scores! NRG's turned the game on its head.
Nice full team play here. Like Atomic on, I think, zero boost as well. Gets up to speed to get the demo there, and then Daniel slots it.
So you have to cover everybody from Gen.G right now, bunched up. They do disperse as they cross the line, and Justin will score! Another clutch goal to add to his career in a 2-game lead. Now for Gen.G Mobile 1.
For the best defense in the world, this is just too easy. Gen.G, like, Cheese doesn't even do anything. He just kind of dribbles along the wall. When you don't make a move, moment, but two of them go for that play. Daniel on zero boost, trying for the flick top left. Justin tries for the in and out save, and Atomic places it low and to the right side. A perfect placement for him to get this goal.
Doesn't always have to be on target, it just has to be close enough. And
defense does make a play. They won't have enough boost to do much with it. Magic Bear, though, he's on a full tank, going for the short angle shot, and capitalizes on it. Most people are thinking, oh, he's probably going for a double tap. He's going to win. No, he rushes this to the net. Beautiful near post shot, and Daniel cannot make.
Now in the series, we're all tied up, maybe gearing up for another OT, but right now Atomic trying to shake a defender, and he can. Cheese will score as Atomic got bullied out of the way.
And you can see the double commit by NRG to send two on the offense. As soon as that happens, all three members.
Another pass cut out. Cheese just trying to bring it to the corner and kill it off. Atomic's got to go all the way across, and he will not keep this in the air himself. Magic Bear, spike, 3-0.
And I agree with you. It's 3-0, but they have to keep doing it. Magic Bear trying to do something nuts there. Turns it into a pass. Goes off the top. Cheese to the other corner. Getting it done, and NRG just can't get this ball out. Two great place shots. One from Justin that allows Beast Mode to make a save, but not a good one. And Cheese puts it back the other way. And Gen.G
are just swarming to the net, and you're seeing very few lazy rebounds. There's Atomic, though, as Daniel glides through the air, and Atomic's got an equalizer as they caught Justin with very little in the tank.
This is very interesting, because I feel like Magic Bear tried to do a little bit too much on the offense.
Now, and that could be a very dangerous squad to go up against. Even though down 3-0 as Justin makes the initial save but can't do anything with it. And that's how we've seen Gen.G score some of their goals on the second chance.
That's just twice. Justin on the goal line, just not in the right position, not expecting the ball to come to him.
Through, but they just couldn't get the shot on target. Certainly not with any pace, but this one's on target and through. Daniel adds another.
Right here, just some bump plays coming out from the front man. I believe it was Beast Mode. Just make sure that defender cannot do much there. I think Beast Mode was the one that actually got demoed on that play, but that's all net. But NRG, they use that one mistake, use it as a catapult throughout this game to gain back some momentum. And they are still alive in the series, down 3-1.
America for now. Magic Bear has Cheese in behind him. Justin running forward, got a bump, and still making the save was Daniel. Cheese there to follow up, and Gen.G strikes first again.
This is Magic Bear with space. Atomic just awkward on that wall. So it allows Magic Bear to do what he wants. Justin, no boost. He trusts his teammate completely there.
For Gen.G. Coming into this
That's open.
second split. Cheese is downfield. Empty net. 2-0 in the first minute.
What even happened here? You know that's a clear. Cheese is just midfield. There's no one around. It's like he's playing like free plays.
To go with 4 assists, including a couple in overtime. Cheese is loving Justin as a teammate, but he's not loving this. Watching his teammates give up this one to NRG. It's Atomic off a great touch from Daniel, then Beast Mode, then Atomic, and here comes NRG.
Offense is just, they usually don't have to use it. Magic Bear trying for a small little pass here. Justin, though, it's just free. Bad clear attempt here by NRG. The threat of the Magic Bear pass was too much. Beast Mode, just a poor flip. Should have left that for Daniel, and a missed look.
3-1 right now, the lead for Gen.G.
Cheese is open again. He's going to go for the pass out to Magic Bear. Can Beast Mode get back? He cannot. Near post shot. Magic Bear, the 2v1 spot works out perfectly. Magic Bear, great dunk. Cheese right back to Magic Bear, who fell onto that mid boost to get boost for that. Gen.G, 2 minutes left. 3 goals. They are very happy that one did not go in. Justin with the dunk into the goal. This is why you pick him up. Justin with a huge play.
A lot of guys are just content to win the 50. Justin goes the extra mile.
What a play by Justin there to put the dagger in this match. It feels like, but Energy, they're still fighting. Beast Mode will capitalize a must-have goal from Atomic, and Energy, they are not going to go down without a fight.
Edge throw the ball around. He realized Magic Bear he had a disaster class, and NRG escape unharmed.
This game's going to go up and down now at this point. Justin just puts it home. No boost on the side of Energy. The pace of play just ramped up, but Energy was left without any boost on all 3 members. So Justin is able to score this with Atomic trying.
4-3 game. That one's going to be saved away this time by Cheese. He's working on some crooked numbers of his own. That's dangerously close. And
What?
Justin will get the benefit of an NRG own goal.
I'm speechless. Beast Mode, I think he's just trying to do a little too much. Like, obviously, he's trying to create something out of nothing.
As Cheese will just collect this, and we'll just wonder, okay, what else do we add to the highlight reel? Cheese has it in front. He'll add to his stats.
Just a victory lap at this point for Gen.G. Pad some stats, why not? I'm pretty sure we've never said that before. When you're padding stats versus NRG or the former G2 roster. This is absurd. Gen.G is here to play, and this just spices up all of North America because, again, the top 2 dogs that everyone expects to be a tier above everyone else, as Justin puts in another. Could we see double digits? It's going to be Energy versus the Ultimates in the lower brackets begin tomorrow. Absolute insanity.
A beatdown of biblical proportions in Game 5 as Gen.G asserts its dominance here on Saturday.
That was unbelievable. Like, Energy, there's definitely things to